Capricorn, it's Power and Light Tarot coming at you with a reading. And Capricorn, this is going to be what are their true intentions in love. And this is going to be a reading between you and whoever you are interested in or with, or any type of romantic connection. Let's get into it. And Capricorn, that these are general readings, right? Check your moon or your rising in case this doesn't resonate. So let's see what we have. And let's see, we're going to have a look here how each of you are seeing each other. Yeah, it's kind of a, right? Let's see how you're seeing yourself, Capricorn. And we're going to see how your person is seeing themselves as well. So let's get into it here. And we're going to use this deck. And this is the Housewife's deck. You don't have to be married, and you don't have to care about your house. Right? Any of this kind of stuff, right? Let's get into it. And my voice is still kind of, you could be a major career person and you have somebody cleaning your house day and night, right? So let's see what we got for Capricorn. Let's see how you are seeing yourself first. Show me how Capricorn is seeing themselves. The Devil. Okay, well, you are the devil in the traditional tarot, right? You really are. You could be a sexy devil, Capricorn, because, this lady here, she has like really beautiful legs, right? I mean, I'm not really into women's legs, but these are beautiful, clearly. And, this is really about vices, though, and being in bondage, right? Or maybe you're just, it could be you're eating a lot of junk food, which is really vices, right? Or smoking or drinking a lot. That's what the cake is doing with the little corns outside of the chocolate cake. Yeah, and chocolate is also a vice, right? It is. This is chocolate cake. And the Valium is at the top. Yeah, if you take Valium a lot, definitely terrible, right? And this pack of cigarettes, which is called Viceroy back in the day. And interestingly enough, I just figured out here that vice, the vice is, I feel like, had to do with nobility, right? But we also know that vice is a bad habit. Nobility is no good for the world. These are the creepy people who are running things, guys, yeah. Their last name is not Vice, though. Their last name starts with an R, but we're not going to talk about these people today because there's a whole bunch of them, really. But, here, this is kind of interesting, right? And then there's coffee on one side, and then there's some fake cheese product on the other side. These are all kind of convenience foods that have chemicals, preservatives, and then spork. This is supposed to be, I don't know if you guys remember, I'm not really supposed to say, it's SPAM, right, you guys? This is really bad for you. It's, processed pork and really fat and processed. So if you want to eat pork, go get a pork chop, all right? Okay, don't eat the processed one. And then we have the TV dinners. Those are really bad for you, right? High in sodium and fat, bunch of chemicals. So that's how you're seeing yourself, Capricorn. All right, come on, Capricorn. Let me try to throw you a bone. You see, you could be feeling like you are stuck, like, kind of coping with your vices. Yeah, and let's see. And we usually, if we're dealing with vices, it's because we have some fear, or, we feel stuck, or, or we're trying to kind of maybe, kind of dull the unhappiness that we might be seeing. I mean, a vice is always kind of a crutch, right? We don't want to see reality entirely, things like that. And sometimes it does help people cope, but cigarettes and Valium and foods that are really bad for you. So that's no good, right? Now you're creating another kind of bondage for yourself, right? So let's see what we got, Capricorn. Let's see how your person is seeing themselves. Show me how Capricorn's person is seeing themselves. Show me how Capricorn's person sees himself. And it is the Five of Swords. So the Five of Swords is, let's have a look at that, because it's a little bit different in this deck, but it's somebody who is not feeling so great now. I feel like it's about kind of conflict. But let's see, the fives are typically about conflict anyway. And the Five of Swords, their interpretation is going to be accepting limitations, all right? And realism, time management. Okay, your person could be accepting some type of limitation, whatever that is. Maybe you're telling them, hey, we're over, we're done, see that roast in the oven, that's done, and so are we. Sure, you think you could do it all, but no one is perfect. You should acknowledge and accept your limitations and focus on goals that are actually within your reach. Your perfectionist nature may be working against you. Knitting baby booties and darning socks is an attainable goal. Sewing your entire wardrobe from scratch is not. This is funny because they're showing the dress, like he or she's trying to sew a dress. Somebody could be thinking, your person here is realizing that they can't do it all. Maybe that they have to manage their time better, or that they have some type of limitations. Yeah, all the time wasted on the impossible could have been used more effectively for realistic tasks. I feel like a lot of people do that stuff, right? Like, think that they can kind of save the world here, but, maybe they're working, maybe it's better for them to work at the local level to help save the world, or just something like that, something that's more realistic. I don't know if that's a good analogy, but let's see what we have for the devil, though, now that I'm looking at the book, right? Let's see what else they can offer here. There's nothing great about the devil except you, Capricorn. Yeah. The temptation, vice, you see, self-destruction, OMG. Capricorn, you could be thinking you can't, like, quit some vices here. And you're kind of, yeah. In fact, I know Capricorn who is kind of going through that right now. So let's get into the reading and see. And your recent past energy, Capricorn, is the Hangman. And currently you have the Seven of Wands. Your challenge is the Ten of Swords. So, there's some type of an ending that is challenging you here. Maybe you have to end it with somebody. Maybe somebody else has to end it. Maybe you don't want something to end, but something is like, an ending is challenging you on some level, whether or not it has happened or not. Yeah, especially in the challenge position. Three of Swords is what you want. You want to heal a situation with somebody, and you're fearing the Page of Swords. I feel like you're fearing like you're in the dark and you don't understand something. The Page of Swords, he doesn't understand something entirely. This is why he takes to spying sometimes, right? Looking on people's pages, Facebook, and all this stuff to, see, to find things out. He's kind of like a little spy, yeah. And sometimes in a good way, we need to know things, right? Especially if we're dealing with people, that we don't know well, or we don't trust, or we think something's up, right? We need to know who we're dealing with. I feel like that's what you're doubting over here, or fearing. Yeah, there's something you don't understand here. Or you might think you don't have all the information. Yeah. Sorry about my throat, you guys. Yeah, this is not my voice. I actually have a nice voice. I'm saying that after listening to myself talk like this. I'm like, yeah, Denise, that wasn't a bad voice at all. Because this one's horrible. Death card. It's your person's energy. They have the challenge for them is to overcome an ending, or to have victory in, something. Yeah, let's see. We're going to get into it in just a minute about them. They're fearing the Empress. And they want clarity or happiness, the Sun card. Maybe they're Leo. It looks to me in this reading that your person wants you back. Or, they could be in a union right now with this Ten of Swords, Three of Swords. They might be in a union, Capricorn. Capricorn, how come you always like people who are seeing other people? What's up with that, all right? I feel like I can talk to you guys kind of like a friend here. I'm just playing. Maybe, we'll see here. It might not be that, but it kind of looks like that, right? We can't help it, right? The heart has its own heart and brain, or its own intelligence, right? The heart wants what it wants, right? And for sure. So let's look at your recent past energy, which is the Hangman. The Queen of Pentacles, that's you. So you felt stuck in the past, or, there could be a Piscean here who's part of this whole kind of dilemma here. Ten of Swords, Three of Swords. Maybe there's a Piscean, because that's you, the Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn. Yeah. And you have the King of Cups. You look like you're pouring somebody's cup out here. Or, or you feel maybe, you feel really stuck about it. Maybe you haven't done this yet, but you look like you are kind of looking at all angles. Maybe you want to do this, right? The King of Cups is pouring out the cup. Maybe you want to pour a cup out and end it with somebody. The challenge is the Ten of Swords. You look like you're unhappy and you're thinking of rejecting somebody, or Yeah, let's see what we got here. Maybe you feel rejected. You could be, right? You could be feeling rejected about a situation. And we have the Seven of Wands with the Nine of Swords. You're fighting your fears, Capricorn, right? Yeah, you're in fear. This is why you're feeling this devil. This is why you're in this energy, right? Maybe you're drinking too much coffee over here. Oh, yeah, they have the coffee too. Maybe you are, drinking too much. Maybe it's Friday night and, you're going to go drink because this person is driving you to drink, right? I feel like there's a song in Texas, something about, my love is driving me to drink, something like that, right? Yeah. They got personality. In fact, I know a Capricorn who's a Texan. She might be listening, right? They got personality in Texas, though, right? You know how they sing that song? All my exes live in Texas. The guy sounds like a single guy who's had a whole bunch of ex-girlfriends or ex-wives. I think he's talking about wives. That's funny, right? They all live here, right? I'm sure he lives there, or maybe he moved, but I'm sure he was there, right? It's funny. And I can't think of the lyrics to that song, but I kind of want to look it up now just for the sake of novelty and humor, yeah. But here you are fighting your fears, Capricorn. You feel overwhelmed. What I'm getting in this reading is you don't know if something's ending or you should end something. I feel like you're confused about a situation, for sure. And let's see, your challenge is the Ten of Swords, right? And the Justice card. This could talk about a divorce right here. Ten of Swords, Justice. Maybe you think, maybe somebody needs to get a divorce to be with you. Maybe you're kind of doubting they're going to do it. It depends here. Let's see what you're overwhelmed about. I mean, we know so far, but let's get another card. I feel like we do know. Page of Pentacles. I feel like you have doubts, like you're trying to fight your fears about having a new start with somebody, but you're super overwhelmed. Like you don't trust you're going to have a new beginning with somebody. I feel like this is it. Maybe because they're married. Maybe they told you they're going to get a divorce. Maybe they just alluded to it, right? Some people just sit there and play games and, if they're with somebody else or married to somebody, and because they don't want you to go, so they keep playing games and alluding and dragging it on, leading you on, things like that. And the Three of Swords is what you want. It's a healing, though. And the Four of Cups. I feel like you want to heal a situation with somebody and you want them to end it with, or, like push somebody else away, reject somebody else. Somebody they're with, I believe. With this, I feel like it is. Somebody they could be with. Because for some, they could be married, the Justice card. Right? They might be married to somebody. They're seeing themselves as having not enough time, like in a day, to do things. And they're seeing themselves as realizing that they have limitations. They could be seeing themselves as in a relationship that they know as they've been wasting time. Like they know that they can't make it work possibly, because this is kind of realizing your limitations, right? This lady, this housewife, she thinks she can, make this dress here or make her whole wardrobe. That's what she thinks. Meanwhile, the kids are running around at home and, she has a dog and she has to clean the house and all this other stuff, right? So this is a housewife's deck. It has nothing to do really with, you don't have to be married, but somebody looks like they are. But my point about it is that your person is seeing themselves as realizing they have some limitations in some situation. Maybe they think that they're limited with you because they're married. Don't let them do this to you, Capricorn, where you're coping, you're dealing with your plight with vices. All right, don't, because see these legs? Oh, those are beautiful. You want to maintain those legs, Capricorn. Yeah. You don't want to age your pretty little face. Let's see. Let's look at the Page of Swords, and this is what you're fearing, Capricorn. The Seven of Pentacles. This is a walking away. This is a different deck, you guys. It's a more elaborative, right? But this is I feel like you are either fearing or doubting they're going to walk away from somebody. I feel like the challenge is that they are married and that they need to end their marriage, or you're like, well, I'm not interested in a married man or woman, right? I mean, I know I'm not, right? What can they give you? Maybe you're realizing that they can kind of give you very little if they're married to somebody, right? You could be realizing their limitations, kind of, right? The reading could be switched, and not even entirely switched, just some of these energies, right? To help paint the story. But this is what you're fearing or doubting. I feel like you're wondering if they're going to walk away, but I feel like you're doubting it, showing up right there in the doubt position, right? Let's look at the Death card for them and the Four of Pentacles. This is what, in the recent past, this is their energy here. It's kind of interesting here. Because the Death, the skeleton's on both of these cards, right? So, and the Four of Pentacles is here holding on to these pentacles. So let's get another card here because this is unclear. But, they're thinking about an ending if they didn't end it with their person, Capricorn. So hold on tight. Hold on to your seat, all right? Yeah, don't jump out of the Ferris wheel, right? Thinking that, maybe they're never going to show up correct. Yeah, don't jump. It's too far. Let's see what else we got. Four of Swords. I feel like they were reflecting. Four of Swords. Yeah, they were. I feel like one thing's clear. You're right that about this, Capricorn. They're in the decision. Like, they're thinking about it now. Like, you want to heal the situation with them and them to end it with somebody, but they're like, and one of your readings was they're on a quest or they're on the very first step of leaving somebody. And the very first step is the firm decision to walk away, isn't it? I feel like that's the first step. You have to make a clear-cut decision. So I feel like they were thinking about ending it, right? Their situation to hold on to you, Four of Pentacles. The man's holding on really tight to these pentacles, right? Almost like he's constipated, right? Tell him to eat some cake, right? On the Devil card is a cake, right? All these foods will cause constipation. Spork and this TV dinner, right? That'll plug you up. But my point about it is that this person looks constipated, right? But it's, you guys, this is about them holding on. I feel like they want to hold on to you. And they know they have to end their situation. I feel like that's it. Let's see what else we have for your persons in the recent past. Ace of Swords. I feel like they had some clarity here. Yes, your person had clarity that they have limitations. They're seeing themselves this way. That they have limitations here. And that they have to end their situation in order to, like, fully enjoy you, Capricorn. Yeah, here they are. This is how they're seeing you with these beautiful legs, right? And you could tell this lady's wearing nylons. Everybody used to wear nylons back in the day. I used to hate that. I remember back in the day you had to dress nice if you worked in an office. Even if, nowadays you can kind of be a real slouch and go to work, right? You could, depending on what office you work in. Which is, it's good and it's bad, right? I mean, it's kind of nice that you can go relaxed, but, when everybody looks like they are, kind of going to paint the house instead of working, I feel like it's kind of a downer vibe for me. But I went the other day, I went to the store, and the chick, who was waiting on me at the customer service, she has her whole belly hanging out with her, her, what do you call that little piercing on her belly button? I'm like, how do they let you work here? I mean, it just looks like, these kids are walking up. It just looks like tacky to me. That's how I'm seeing it. I mean, if you want to dress like that, of course, in your personal life, of course, you want to look cute and sexy, fine. But when you're in a store and you're working and you're representing that store, just goes to show that these stores are, also part of a bad vibe, right? So let's see here. But, Capricorn, don't let him put you in this energy, right? Yeah, don't. See what we have. Yeah, and, you're overwhelmed here, Capricorn. Here you're like, I feel like you are on the fence about whether or not they're going to pour somebody else's cup out. Over here, what's challenging you is, a really challenging card, the Ten of Swords. And over here, you're pouring a cup out. And over here, you're wondering here, right? In this Page of Swords, I really need more information here. I feel like I really need a clear understanding here. So I feel like you are being challenged here by this person. And I feel like they're realizing that they have these limitations, yeah. And whatever they may be, they could be married, and their time management, maybe they have some really pressing career as well. But we know married people don't have a lot of time in case they're in another union. They don't have a lot of time for anybody else. They're at home trying to take care of their business. Nine of Wands is your person's energy because they look like they're in another union to me. And the World card, this is their current energy. They're worried here what's going to happen next if they end their situation. The World card is, you know, ending a chapter and walking into a new one. But it kind of like, you know, even if they have to walk through the fire to get through the new chapter, right? The World card is, you know, it could be a bad ending, Ten of Swords here. You're always walking into something good. Yeah, you are, right? Even if you have just learned. Because the World card is learning a lesson and an achievement. Whenever we learn, that's an achievement. It is, yeah, big time. That's what we're here to do. We're here to learn, right? And the World card in the Major Arcana is the end of the Major Arcana. It's like the end of the journey, right? So this means this person has learned. They become worldly. They even call the colleges universities, right? Like you're worldly about your universe, but they teach lies, big time. You guys are, and even they're doing it at the the lower level in the schools. If you can send your kid to a private school, try to do it. Really, they're just lying and all this stuff. Yeah. So let's continue with the reading, though. The Nine of Wands and the World card is your person's energy, Capricorn, with the Chariot card. Your person wants victory here, but they're kind of worried about walking out of a cycle and into a new one. They're not like your person here. You know, they're worried about what's going to happen next. Like, geez, how hard is it going to be? You know, maybe there's travel here for your person. The Chariot card and the World card, possibly. The Six of Wands reversed is in their challenge with the Ace of Pentacles, and they want victory here. They want, something solid with you. I feel like they do, but they have to overcome another situation. I feel like they do. Maybe they feel like they're going to lose with you. Six of Wands reverse can be losing. It can be Temperance. They could be with Sagittarius. Maybe they are Sagittarius. They could be Scorpio, Cancer, Sagittarius, Leo. It could really be Leo here. The Empress is Taurus or Libra. And any water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Let's see what else is in their challenge. The Fool card. I feel like your person wants a new adventure with you, but I feel like they want to take a chance. What I'm getting in this reading is that your person wants to start all over with you, or they want to end their situation. I feel like your person wants to be free from a situation. And it could be, too, they could be dealing with somebody they think that will have such a hard time overcoming a situation if they walk away from somebody. If Six of Cups, this is in your person's challenge. Capricorn, your person is somebody from your past. This means that maybe they're in a situation, it looks like they are. For some people, maybe they're not. Right? Of course, not everybody. But the Six of Cups here, maybe they're in a situation and there's somebody from your past, like they're your ex or you were dating them in the past, something like that. And the Sun card is, and they could have kids that are challenging them. There's kids right on the card, right? Yeah. And maybe they are the ones who are kind of, taking care of the kids. Because these two kids are running after their dad. Like he's picking them up at daycare, right? Running to them like, oh, right? This person might have really fond memories of you. They could. And over here, the Sun card and the Two of Pentacles is showing up as what they want with the Two of Cups. They might want clarity. about what to do. Two of Pentacles, they're going back and forth here. But they're hoping here for the Two of Cups. Or this is just what they want. I feel like that's what they want. Your person might have to leave a Sagittarian and Aries. It just depends. Let's see what else they want. I feel like if your person is Leo, you know, I feel like your person is making up their mind for some of you guys. Yeah, they are. They're in this energy where they know they're limited. Like their time is limited with you, possibly. Right? They're seeing themselves as limited. Or maybe not having enough time to do something. They could be challenged by their work too. But my whole point about your person here is that they realize that they're limited. Like they can't just be with you, I feel like, because they're with somebody else. And I feel like, Capricorn, you are the one, this Two of Cups. You're the one they're in love with. For some, they could be in a relationship that is not happy. For some. See what else they want. The High Priestess. This could be simply saying they kind of want to go deep and use their intuition about the situation. High Priestess, all-knowing, but, intuitively. They could be dealing with Pisces or Scorpio here. And you might be a secret, of course, right? If they're with somebody else. Ten of Wands. This is a real burden to them. They're trying to make up their mind. They're going back and forth about this. And what they want is to drop the burden. This man has dropped the burden. He's just holding one wand. The 10 are on the floor, on the ground, I should say. Your person wants to be happy for sure, but they're trying to get their clarity here. For me, they have to walk away from somebody. And I feel like what I'm getting in this reading is that your person, maybe they want to see you. Maybe you're seeing them. You could be seeing them now, for some of you. But if you are seeing them, they could be realizing that their time is limited. And their ability to really have something wonderful with you could be limited because they're with somebody else. Like I can't be with Capricorn and be here at home. Or be with my person, or maybe even with their job. They could, for some of you guys, their job is limiting their time too. It could be both. They could be at a job and with somebody else, and they're going, wow, I already have a really demanding job, and I'm with so-and-so, and I want to be with Capricorn. So I can't leave my job, right? I need my job, so I should, if I leave my person, maybe at least, I'll have time for Capricorn because I already have a demanding professional life. What they fear is the Empress and the Three of Pentacles reversed. This is what they're fearing. And they have the Seven of Swords, or doubting. I feel like they're fearing if they don't end some type of a third party here, they're afraid things aren't going to work out with you on some level, Capricorn. Maybe because they're being sneaky right now. See, this is, why is that Seven of Swords there? Five of Cups. They're afraid it's going to end sadly with you. They're afraid they're going to have emotional loss, maybe if they don't escape from a situation. Because that's what I'm getting. Your person, I feel like, in some level, they might want to escape from their situation. They could be seeing it that way. Because if their time is so limited, they could be feeling like they're held hostage with a career and a situation that's no longer really serving them. Yeah, let's see here. Ten of Cups. Yeah, they could be in this family dynamic here. Nine of Pentacles. So they're doubting or fearing here, this Nine of Pentacles. Maybe they're worried about their money here. Your person might have to, they might have to pay a lot of money to, maybe for their family. Maybe Ten of Cups right next to the Nine of Pentacles. If they have a family. Because kids are having a good old time. They sound like they're on the roller coaster because they're screaming, right? Little girl. Like screams of joy, yeah. So we're going to find out all about your person, Capricorn, in the extended here. But you are the Empress, Capricorn, as usual, right? They're fearing they're not going to have you. Interesting here, yeah. Let's get another card. Why they're fearing or doubting that. This is a lot of the devil. I feel like your person is fearing if they don't become single. Yes. Right next to the devil card. If they don't become single, that you're not going to, like, you might walk away. I feel like that's it. We're going to find out all about your person, Capricorn, in the extended. And we're going to look at the underlying energies, how they feel about you. Yes, I want to see what's most fundamental or important to them at this time, right? What could be most pressing, too. How they are seeing themselves. We already know that, right? We'll have another look, and we're going to see what they're willing to do for this, what they're hiding, and their true intentions. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe.